Now starting, all attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Friday. I want to thank you for taking the time joining us today. We do appreciate it. My name is Doug Cook. I'm the publisher of Jack's Facts Travel Marketing, and I will be your moderator today. Today, I'm joined by two friends of Jack's Facts. The first is Nena Komarik, who many of you may know from her many years as the director of the Croatian National Tourist Office in New York, and today is representing Atlas Express in the U.S. Also joining us is Taja Macek. She is the general manager of Atlas Express, which is the DMC in Slovenia. And this webinar is also being supported by Slovenia Tourism. Taja will be giving a presentation all about what Slovenia has to offer to U.S. travelers. And I'll let you in on a little secret. There will be a short quiz at the end of her presentation, and those of you who answer the questions correctly will be entered in a drawing for a great prize. So please pay attention. I'm sure Nena or Taja will tell you more about that. Also, to let you know, there will be time for questions and answers after the presentation. So do please send us your questions in the space provided. And now that's enough from me. Let me turn this over to Nena to start. Hello, Nena.
Hello, everyone. As you said, happy Friday. And let's say we have to look in a better weekend ahead. First of all, I'm very happy that we are able to present to our listeners, to our friends, and to our tour operator and travel agents something new about Slovenia as a new emerging destination in Europe. As you know, Slovenia is a beautiful country just on the other side of the Alps, and one of the best-known Alpine region is actually Slovenia. So I'm very happy to be part of it as a connoisseur about both countries, and would like to give a word to my colleague Taja Macek, who is a general manager of Atlas Express from Portorož, and the agency is one of the best tour operator and DMCO in Slovenia.
So hello, everybody. Good evening from Slovenia. Thank you for joining us today as the last day of the week on the Friday. So thank you to be part of it. We will do a small and actually in-depth presentation of Slovenia in the next slides. I will start presenting, but first we have actually a treat for you at the end of the presentation. We will have a short quiz about how much you know about Slovenia after the presentation, and we will give a very special award away with a 5-star hotel and 2 nights in Slovenia. So together 4 nights with 3 full-day tours around Slovenia and all the transfers included. So that's just let's say a small prize that we are doing after the presentation. So let me start. We are doing the presentation with the support of Slovenia Tourism Board. We have a beautiful logo, I feel love, I feel Slovenia. So basically the I feel love is what we all feel about Slovenia, and the love for the hospitality. That is what we are, that is how we like to welcome the guests to our beautiful country. So how we like to define Slovenia is actually a blend of natural and cultural diversity. And this is all due to the fact to our location in Europe, where we are actually based on a crossroad between the Alpine region, between the Mediterranean and the eastern part. So just to put it us on a map, you can see that the northern influence is coming from Austria, then on the western side, the Mediterranean part with Italy, and then the southeastern border with Croatia and Hungary. Our capital is called Ljubljana, with an international airport located in the center of the country. We are a population of 2 million people in total, very small for Europe and for the world. Independent since '91 as one of the first countries to break from the former Yugoslavia, and a full member of European Union. So this is a bit of facts about Slovenia, but let's go further. So we have the currency is euro, but the beauty of our country is actually that the communication between the distances and transportation is all within a maximum of 2 hours. So when visiting Slovenia, you actually have the opportunity to be in the Alps, to be in the Mediterranean, and to explore the central part. So that's our beautiful map, how we are structured. And it's in the shape of a small chicken, if you can imagine, right? Our presentation will be divided into the 4 major regions, but we will explore only 3. So the central part with the capital, with Ljubljana. Then we will jump into the Alpine region with the beautiful lakes and the Alps of Lake Bled, and move towards the coast, to the Mediterranean part, to the Slovenian coast. Lately, a very interesting part of Slovenia is becoming the eastern part, where it's known more for health resorts, golf courses, and wine regions. So this is how we kind of divide Slovenia for travelers, but of course there is much more to explore. Our departments within the company vary, so we can assist you with leisure FIT request, with group leisure group request, and of course with MICE. The presentation will now include actually a mixture of everything that we've done in the past. To explain what the destinations are all about and what we can do there activity-wise. So Ljubljana city, located in the heart of Slovenia, in the center, only 20 minutes away from the airport. The airport is connected with major European hubs. So before the COVID situation, we had daily flights with Frankfurt, with Paris, with Zurich, with Munich, and other hubs within Europe. So actually flying from the States to Slovenia, it usually asks for a layover in one of the major hubs. The 20-minute transfer, it's practically you land in the city. Ljubljana, it's very small. It has 3,000 inhabitants in total. The central part, it's all closed for traffic. And in 2016, it was also awarded as the Green Capital of Europe. It was awarded due to the fact that the lifestyle and sustainability go hand in hand, and it made actually a very good action plan on how to preserve and gaining the sustainability in the daily lifestyle. As you can see, there's a beautiful picture of the medieval center of the historical part. All major hotels are basically walking distance from the city center. With the Intercontinental 5-star hotel being the major brand, and then some smaller but very good and high standard hotels within the national brands. Through Ljubljana's heart of the town runs the Ljubljanica River, which means small Ljubljana, connecting actually the city center with the suburbs and this green environment. A bit of fun ideas, what we always like to spice up our tours and programs and the experiences of the guests, is actually a polka bus where we bring joy and fun to the transfers from or to the airport, then enjoying this beautiful river cruise that connects actually the Ljubljana marshes, which are under UNESCO, and then different kind of activities such as wine hunt, foodie tours, exploring Ljubljana in a more active way. As a lifestyle, it's really nice. People just love to be there and live the life in Ljubljana. So very friendly for bicycle lovers, going around with many different biking paths. Great culinary trendy scene. Actually, this year there was also the Michelin guide that included Slovenia as one of the destinations, and we were awarded quite a few Michelin stars throughout the country. We have the famous Ana Roš chef with 2 stars, and some 1-star restaurants also in the heart of Ljubljana. But what is actually really nice is that these street food festivals are happening every Friday in Ljubljana, actually inviting famous top chefs from other parts of Slovenia to present their cuisine to the visitors. So next year, 2021, Slovenia will in general be the European gastronomic region. So a lot of emphasis is in the promotion of the culinary and gastronomic heritage of Slovenia. Here are some venues of our past events for incentive groups. So we have beautiful award dinners in the Grand Hotel Union Ballroom, a nice postal office event, which is a fully functioning postal office during the day, and in the evening we set up the event, and a nice Slovenian cottage immersed in the park within the city center of Ljubljana. As the major venue of Ljubljana city is actually the Ljubljana Castle, hosting two restaurants at the top, but also being included in the programs as a site for visiting or just as an incentive venue. What is also new from the tourism board is the development of this Slovenia unique experiences, which is a so-called 5-star experiences for boutique, for FIT, for smaller groups that want to experience a different approach to the destination. So, for example, when staying in Ljubljana, we have 3 of them, and one is called the Mustache Tour, one is a full day at the Ljubljana Castle, and another one it's actually connecting Ljubljana with the green environment, like a bear safari. The Mustache Tour is actually a nice twist to the normal walking tour. It's a biking tour of the city center where the guiding is done by professional actors who represent actually the cultural subject of Slovenia. So we have a writer, an architect, and a painter that follow the tour. Ljubljana Castle has this wonderful pop-up event with Castle Vineyard, where actually the Michelin star chef is catering for the dinner or lunch venue. But again, you can spend the whole day visiting the castle. So different approach for getting an immersive experience. And then the last one, the bear watching, actually is a nice idea to going out from the city, from this urban environment into the forest that are just like 50 minutes away. So this going hand in hand with natural environment and the urban part, it's what brings Slovenia to actually to this beautiful country, rich in all different landscapes. This is a nice sample how the presentation of local cuisine goes hand in hand with the experience, and here is all based into this forest with the mushroom and other produce from the area after the beer watching, of course. So from Ljubljana, just 45 minutes away, it's the European largest cave system. It's called Postojna Cave. This is a must site for visiting Slovenia on the first time. It's included in every tour program from the cruise lines, from the leisure groups, from incentives. So it is a venue that it's worth visiting. It has a part that's done by scheduled departures every hour throughout the year. But what we like to propose is actually a private entrance where we privatize the slot for the group, provide entertainment along the visit after 1.5 kilometers walk. The first part and the last part is done by the train. The guests can enjoy a saxo musician, a choir, an acrobat, different kinds of entertainment throughout the walk through the cave until at the end they reach the beautiful concert hall and are treated for a nice sparkling wine reception. So it's a really nice experience when visiting Postojna Cave. But as the cave is very large, there is also a unique experience where the guests, maybe smaller parties of 4, 6, can experience actually the undiscovered part of the caves with a professional speleologist, a lecturer that helps them understand also the creation of the cave and explore the unexplored chambers. So that's a nice alternative to the normal entrance to the cave and visit. After the cave, of course, the guests like to relax, so we always like to propose some nice dining venues that vary from a homesteading with traditional organic produce and foods, and then more incentive like Renaissance manor with a beautiful garden that can cater a larger group. How we like to spice up our programs is actually to include a local souvenir workshop where people paint the famous ginger heart bread with their details, names, and then they take them home. So it's a nice fun activity to add to some visits of Slovenia. And then, of course, incorporated the folklore, this heritage part of our country. So going from Ljubljana, actually, all the transfers are maximum, let's say 2 hours drive, but most of them it's about 1 hour. So one example like this is Lake Bled, when from the urban part of central Slovenia, you change the landscape completely and you are within 50 minutes drive already in a complete different region. So here it's in the heart, nestled by the Julian Alps is the beautiful Lake Bled, known for this magical island in the middle and the beautiful castle perched atop of a mighty cliff. It's a lakeside resort with very good hotels that have Letna boats that are man-powered. The guests can embark on a journey to the island and then finally climb the 99 stairs. Sometimes it's hard, but at the end it's worth it because you reach the upper terrace of the island with the beautiful vistas of the area and the fun actually to join and find the Bell of Wishes, which needs to be ranked 3 times to make your wishes become true. So this is a must site when visiting Lake Bled, and it really is unique. So it's a peaceful activity, really relaxing, and actually offers to soak up the environment of Lake Bled. It is also a very nice destination for FIT, staying a few days and maybe just enjoying their time, relaxing by the lake, taking a jog around the lake, enjoying some coffee time with the traditional cream cake, or enjoying some of the hikes that are very pleasant and easy to go around Lake Bled. As incentive-wise for ideas, we managed to do quite a few events in the past. So we privatized the castle, where you can have an award dinner, a gala dinner, traditional medieval welcome greeting for the guests once at the castle, then the private Pletna boat sail, and a nice workshop of the traditional potica cake at the Bled Island. This is our national cake dessert that's done for every national holiday, and actually all the grandmothers know the best recipes. So it goes from family to family, and it's really protected as our most famous dessert. A nice activity again from Lake Bled. It's a steam train journey that it's actually a museum train that still goes on call and can be chartered and privatized for groups from 50 to 200 people. It takes you directly into the heart of the wine region. So again, this diversity, you start in the alpine environment and you end in the wine region, where we recreate a wine festival. So bringing together all the local suppliers, all the local producers for an event in the heart of the vineyard. So that's a nice activity done from Lake Bled. Just 20 minutes away, it's another lake, the glacial lake of Lake Bohinj. This is a Slovenia National Park, end of a corner of Slovenia where you cannot go any more further because all just Alps in front of you. So a great idea is to come to the top of the mountain slope, not hiking, not walking, just taking the cable car, reaching the top of the mountain and enjoying a nice aperitivo, and then maybe treat it for a mountain hut lunch or dinner. This is a completely different environment. The destination is known as an outdoor activity destination with a lot of different activities like rafting, kayaking, biking, hiking, zipline, canyoning, all of this. And it's a great destination also in combination with Ljubljana as a day experience. Kranjska Gora, its next destination in the Alps. That's actually our major ski resort with easy slopes, but mostly known for major European ski competitions, winter sports events that are taking place here. So it's known in Europe for all this catering to all these kind of big events that are part of the winter program. This is what we recreated actually, a nice coffee break during the ski lessons with traditional food, with show cooking, so to give a bit of spice and personal touch to the event. But what's very nice from this destination is that you can explore the Alps in the winter and in summer. And for example, this is the Nordic Center, because we love our sportsmen, especially where they are winning, but nonetheless, we always support them. So being active and open air activities are very common in Slovenia. So this is actually a jumping hill for ski jumps, but during the summer they store the snow. So this was an activity taking place in August where people like to enjoy a day on snow. They did a cross-country skiing lesson, and then they were taken up the jumping hill for a nice catering lunch, and then descended with the zip line. It's a nice activity to break actually and make a bit of fun from visiting the destination. So coming from the Alps to the Slovenian coast, if you are traveling, let's say in early spring, you can basically, no need to go to into the snow fridge, but you can ski on the slopes in the morning, and then with just a 2-hour drive, coming to the Slovenian coast, you can already swim in the Adriatic Sea. So that's the beauty of our country. So everything is close by and the diversity is there every day. So this is beautiful Piran, the oldest town of Slovenia, built under the Venetian influence. You can see even the bell tower is the exact copy of St. Mark's Square in Venice. But Piran goes hand in hand with the seaside resort of Portorož, all due to the vast salt production that was done by Piran in the past for centuries. So Portorož is the resort of Slovenian coast and actually hosting also the Kempinski brand hotel, the only 5-star plus hotel superior in Slovenia. So when coming to the coast, the activities change. They are more sea related, so speedboats, sailing boats, open air spa in the salt fields, that's a nice addition, and the beautiful minivans that take you throughout the culinary road of Slovenian coast with different stops, offering a nice introduction to the olive oil production, to the wine production, and of course tasting of all these delicacies along the way. The Mediterranean influence brought a bit more food experiences into the area. So again, a nice addition to the program is a truffle hunt demonstration with a nice lunch followed at the organic winery. And then lately, most guests ask us to take part in the harvest, during the harvest time, in the real harvest. So we offered that too in the past. What is popular lately is also having a nice quiet time with maybe exploring a home dining experience in a traditional local home where the grandma still makes the gnocchi as they were used to be from how she learned them to be done, and then just being part of this family day with the local family in their vineyard and their homestead. Sometimes we are asked also to provide some open air picnic venues. So for example, one was this beautiful aquaculture venue just by the sea where they breed the Piran sea bass, which is also a nice experience. So you have the food directly kilometer zero produce chain, and it's something that we are really proud of because we like to support the local food producers. The second destination is the beautiful Lipizzaner horses venue, the Lipica estate where we can set up a nice picnic lunch in a lush green meadow. In between, there's no traffic, there's nothing, and the guests are brought to the venue with a carriage ride. So this is this uniqueness of the Lipizzaner estate that's closed for traffic, has this peaceful natural environment, and of course the beautiful white horses. So this is a nice destination to be explored. Going back to the coast, there we have some different events that we've done. So the upper pictures are the same venue with two different setups that we created for a more informal and formal event. And then the beauty of the Fisherman Festival that we recreated for a group of 300 people. And we are very proud that actually we included the local fisherman community as they were preparing the food for the event and following the local recipes. So organizing events, we always like to have the local environment and community part of our final experience. And there are nice monastery in the heart of Piran, hidden from everywhere and just privatized for the groups. Other events like seaside dinners, rooftop at the Kempinski Palace in Porto Roș, and then the beautiful secret garden in Piran, where we are actually guests of the bishop. He likes always to go together with our guests and talk about Piran history and just spending some time with our guests. And then the beautiful ballroom of Kempinski Palace Hotel. So when we are coming to leisure FIT, Slovenia is known also for many golf courses. Maybe you've heard about it. The most known in the world is the Royal Bled at the Lake Bled with 19 holes. But then a different one, it's also the Lipizzaner horses and different spread throughout Slovenia. When we are talking about leisure FIT, we like to assist you with self-drive itineraries, with multi-day vacation packages, professional guides, either throughout the program or just on site, accommodation reservation, airport transfers, incorporating this Slovenia unique experience into the programs, and then providing you maybe a themed itinerary just for golf, glamping, and spa holidays. So on the picture is actually the herbal glamping. Slovenia is also known to have several glamping resorts that are actually very luxurious, 4 to 5 star accommodations. This one is a herbal glamping relating to all the local herbs in the country. And then there's one at Lake Bled called the Garden Village, immersed in the treetops with different kind of accommodations. And then we have more. We have a honey glamping, a wine glamping, a forest glamping, and a chocolate village. So a lot of glampings in the country that provide this touch with actually being in touch with the nature, but in the glamorous way. They are very good. So a nice idea to incorporate into FIT itineraries. This is actually a sample of an itinerary, how to set it up for visiting Slovenia for 7 days. In our follow-up email, of course, we will send you more information about these itineraries. We created a few, so it's a nice starting point for actually creating the programs for your clients. Then we have the leisure group. This is a wonderful and unique road. Actually, it's a wine road in the heart, in the shape of a heart. It really does exist, and it's a very popular site in Slovenia. So, but when we like to propose the leisure group itineraries, we help with everything. So we help with the escorting group tours, with the right selecting the right accommodation for the right request. We supply the best transportation guides. We can select the lectures if there is a themed itinerary of Slovenia. And then Slovenia is also a very good destination location-wise for the pre and post river ocean cruises. So doing a 3-day stay in Slovenia prior a river cruise, taking from Budapest or Vienna, which can both be reached by a transfer from Slovenia, or from Vienna, there are daily flights from Ljubljana airport as well. So we've done in the past a few programs where guests stayed in Ljubljana and on the coast and then joined the river cruise. As the ocean part of the cruise itineraries, it is all relating to Venice. So when they are embarking or disembarking in Venice, there is just 1 hour 30 drive from Venice to Slovenia, and then they can either fly in or fly out from Ljubljana. So this can all be done from our side. So if you will have requests, let us know. Again, a nice sample of a 7-day itinerary about Slovenia, where we cover also the eastern part. If you have a request, let us know. We always try to make the suitable program for the request. So about Atlas Express, and actually we are member of Travel Life and certified a travel agent, but we are also joining the Slovenia Green Sign. That is an initiative from the tourism board, where actually we commit to a 10-point action plan to support the Slovenian tourism to be preserved and to promote it in a sustainable way and operate sustainable. So one of these points is actually to support the local community and to make them part of our tour products. We've been quite successful at it in the past, because we work with a local Eastern village on the Slovenian coast, where we gather all the inhabitants that are mostly farmers, oil producer, wine producer, come together and create a farmers market for our guests. So we've been successful on that part, but another point is also to provide potable water to everyone that's visiting Slovenia, because we have the right to the potable water in our constitution. So that are some parts of it. Slovenia is also very green and safe. They developed a safe seal also during these pandemic times for all kinds of for destination accommodation and travel agents. So Atlas Express, we are in business for 30 years. We are a family-owned company. Actually, my dad started it, so I'm the second generation right now. We are a complete DMC in Slovenia. We have the local knowledge, because we propose only what we think is the best for our clients. We experience it ourselves, test it, and we know that's what it's really actually have the quality. We have the personal approach for the programs. We like to talk with you to develop something unique and new. Consistent service, and we always support our suppliers. We educate them, we work with them hand in hand only to provide the best service. So that's us actually. The creativity is in us, innovation, and with this blend of creativity and innovation, we always try to propose something new, something that will make your guests remember the stay in Slovenia. So different with the right approach, and of course including the best Slovenia has to offer. So I think I've come to an end, so I will pass the word now to Nena, who will take you through our questions for the quiz.
Well, I really hope that all of us is now very happy to learn something about Slovenia, a new emerging destination of Europe. And, you know, Slovenia is some country that is jewel of the Alpine European region. And being both coastal and continental country, it is really many things to offer, as we just learned. So one quiz that we have with a few questions is to help you, agents and tour operator, promote Slovenia as a new destination and get more knowledge about the country. The first question, of course, is better not to tell you everything, because in that case, everybody can answer. What is the name of the capital city of Slovenia? That is the one. The other one would be knowing about the continental part of Slovenia and Alpine region. What is the most beautiful Alpine lake and a fairy tale island that is in Slovenia? And the third would be about cave, that we had a beautiful tour on it already. And I hope that all of you will be able to answer. And I hope the two lucky winner would really enjoy Slovenia, as I did a couple of months just before the pandemic. And I really experienced everything that Taya just explained to you. A special private accommodation, a special personal touch with the hospitality and the great food of Slovenia. So gastronomy is very important. Everything is important. And I know some of the questions that you might ask is how to fly to Slovenia. As Taya said from the beginning, it is easy to access through major European gateway, either from Frankfurt, Munich, Vienna, Zagreb, and also from Venice. And for the lucky winner, we will have a round trip transfer either from Venice Airport or Zagreb. And I think that you will really enjoy both continental and coastal Slovenia. We will have a drawing on Monday, and then on Tuesday, we will notify who is going to win.
Exactly. Thank you, Nana. And just to follow up on that, we will be sending everybody who's attended the webinar on Monday a email with the recording and the questions again, and then you can respond to that email with the answers to the questions. And for the people who got them right, there will be a selection made and you will be notified if you've won. So that's exciting. So
that's very good.
Thank you. So, Taya, thank you for that fantastic presentation. I'm sure you've piqued the interest of people in Slovenia. Now let me jump into the questions. Before I do, and it kind of goes along with the quiz. There is a recording, or there will be a recording of this webinar available on our website, which is www.jacksfacts.com. That will be available first thing on Monday, and like I said, we'll send you a link to that webinar as well. So here we go. Let's jump into the questions now. The first question was, is it possible to rent bikes to ride around Lake Bled?
Yes, of course. Actually, the biking part, I mean, this year, I must a bit explain, this year we won Tour de France as a Slovenian champion won, and we were also second. And then they even won the Vuelta in Spain. So biking is a really like a national sport. So if you come in Slovenia on a weekend, you will see all cars with the bikes on them because everybody goes out to nature to bike. So yeah, Lake Bled is a great getaway. There are many biking routes around lake. You can rent the bikes there. They have electric bikes, the normal bikes, but there is also the possibility to explore Slovenia with bikes. Actually, there are some biking routes that can take you more than one day, and that they connect different regions. So that's also an opportunity and has been actually quite demanding in the past.
Fantastic, thank you. We have another question here. Will there be any FAM trips next year?
Yeah, we all hope so. Yeah, we all hope so. So we always have our tourist board is always promoting some FAM trips, organizing. But we might think of organizing one ourselves as well. We just need to have this pandemic under control and that all borders are open. And then as soon as this will be possible, for sure, we will organize.
Great.
And I will be the one who will help you out.
Yeah, and you come along.
Yes. I can organize FAM trips, so would be no problem at all.
Excellent. Do you know what the legal requirements are for a destination wedding in Slovenia for Americans?
Oh yeah, I think there must be made an apply for the notary, and it can be even brought to the location. I know Lake Bled, it's a very popular site for the weddings. There are certain documents that need to be applied a few months before, so just to have them ready for the date of the wedding.
Okay.
But I think it's quite easy, so it's not so demanding.
Great. Here's a quick question for you. Is the driving on the left or right-hand side?
On the right. On the right, yeah, like
Perfect.
most of Europe except UK.
All right, great. There's a question about which U.S. credit cards do you accept for payment, and when and how do you pay commission?
So actually, the credit cards, I mean, we accept also American Express, but it's not really, throughout Slovenia, it's not very common. So the major credit cards that are accepted destination-wise are MasterCard, some point also Visa, but I think the MasterCard is the big one. So, yeah.
Okay. And
I
as
mean,
far,
we can accept it.
yeah, as far as the cards that you accept for payment for their clients, do you accept?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we accept.
great. And then the question regarding commission, when do you pay commission and how do you pay that to U.S. travel agents? Is it done via check or wire transfer? How would that be handled?
The easiest way is the wire transfer.
Perfect. That's great. Okay. All right. I see we should have explained this up front. I see a lot of people answering the questions here in the
Oh, fantastic.
the quiz questions. So we have your answers here, so that's fine. That's great. But we will also send that email with the questions for anybody who doesn't respond here. Let me see. Okay, there's a question regarding the Lipizzaner stallions. Is it possible to ride the Lipizzaner stallions or see the babies in the spring?
No, it is possible. We make the appointment. We've done it as well. They require to have your own equipment, which is okay, but lately they are renting it also. You can rent, I mean, you can ride all day, so it's not a problem. They have, they know how to, and it's done already for several years.
Okay, perfect. Okay, the inevitable pandemic question. How is Slovenia doing with the pandemic, and at what point do you anticipate reopening to U.S. travelers?
So actually, it's not really good. We are on a second lockdown currently, so we have the police hour from 9 till 6. We kind of try to keep between our family and the closest circle. We are not allowed to even go out and pass through the city. So we try to contain it because it was quite a big surge. The vaccine apparently is coming, so we believe that spring might be the first opening for tourism, and then we will see on an European level as well when the borders will be open.
Okay, perfect. I think that's pretty common. Great. Let me look. I think that may be all of the questions. I don't know if Taja or Nani, you have any final last words before we wrap up?
I mean, I welcome everyone to come. We will try to give you the best of our country as well, to do this, to make it a real experience. And I think I speak for all. We all hope that the borders will be open soon, and then we can bring back our industry as it was, at least, if not better.
Amen.
Well, just another quick answer for some of the questions. For the Lipizzaner horses are among such a treasure in Europe. And what you offer through Atlas, it's unbelievable that people can experience firsthand. I remember we rode for horses there a couple of years ago, and I would be very happy to arrange a fam trip using Atlas, and we can really do major things in the United States as well.
Wonderful. Great. Well, Taja, again, thank you for that great presentation. Nana, thank you for joining us. That will wrap up today's webinar. Again, thank you all for joining us. We do very much appreciate your time. I wish everyone a very happy holiday season, and for those of you who are celebrating, happy Hanukkah. Stay safe.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Stay healthy.
Happy holidays.
We'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.